One thing that has completely taken over Nollywood fan discussions recently is the strange way Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts keep pulling people into endless conversations without even saying too much publicly. And fans are now deeply divided because nobody truly understands whether both stars are naturally close behind the scenes or whether they have simply mastered the art of creating curiosity online without giving viewers full answers, and this uncertainty alone has become one of the biggest reasons their names continue dominating entertainment blogs, TikTok videos and YouTube comment sections, because every time either of them posts something even slightly connected to the other person, the internet immediately starts reacting again, and people now spend hours arguing about tiny details that normally would not even matter if audiences were not already emotionally invested in whatever they believe is happening between them, and many viewers now say the entire situation feels like one long movie storyline playing out slowly online, because Maurice and Pearl somehow keep fans emotionally interested without ever making anything completely clear. And this mystery is exactly what keeps the conversation alive, because audiences hate incomplete stories and people naturally want answers whenever they feel like something deeper might be happening behind public appearances, and some fans strongly believe Maurice and Pearl are genuinely comfortable around each other because their interactions never feel overly dramatic or staged, and according to many viewers, the connection appears too relaxed to be fake because there is usually a calm energy between them that does not look forced for social media attention, and supporters of this opinion often point to the way both actors interact naturally in clips and interviews because they believe real emotional comfort cannot easily be performed consistently over time, and many people now claim that Maurice especially behaves differently whenever Pearl is involved because his expressions and reactions appear softer and more intentional, and some viewers even say Pearl herself seems unusually relaxed around him compared to how she behaves in many other public situations, and because of this many fans are fully convinced there is some kind of real closeness behind the scenes, even if both stars choose not to confirm anything publicly. And on the opposite side of the discussion, there are also thousands of people who believe the entire thing is carefully managed entertainment psychology, because modern audiences love mystery and unresolved romantic tension, and some viewers now think Maurice and Pearl understand this perfectly, which is why they continue giving fans just enough content to keep conversations active without ever fully explaining themselves. And according to this group of fans, the pattern has become too obvious to ignore, because every time public attention starts slowing down, another suggestive interaction suddenly appears online and reignites the entire debate again, and some people now believe this strategy actually be more effective than openly confirming a relationship, because audiences stay curious longer whenever they feel like they are trying to solve a hidden mystery themselves. And this is exactly why comment sections involving Maurice and Pearl have become extremely chaotic recently, because both sides of the argument feel convinced they are correct, and people continue bringing different examples to defend their opinions, with some fans analyzing body language, while others focus on timing, captions, reactions, and the way both actors choose to appear around each other publicly. And what makes everything even more intense is the fact that Maurice and Pearl rarely rush to clear up speculation directly, which only gives audiences more reasons to keep talking, because people now feel like every silence means something important. And some viewers believe the actors understand that mystery creates stronger engagement than full explanations, because once audiences receive complete answers, the excitement usually disappears quickly, but when uncertainty remains, people continue returning to the conversation, repeatedly trying to figure things out, and many bloggers have already started noticing that any post involving Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts immediately attracts huge reactions, because viewers are now emotionally attached to the debate itself, and some fans openly admit they no longer even care whether the relationship is real or not, because the suspense surrounding both actors has become entertaining on its own. And this is one major reason the situation keeps growing bigger online, because audiences are emotionally invested in discovering what they think might eventually happen, and many people believe Maurice and Pearl have accidentally created one of the strongest attention dynamics currently happening around Nollywood celebrities, because instead of relying on scandals or public controversies, they rely mostly on subtle curiosity and emotional speculation, and viewers now seem completely addicted, trying to interpret ordinary moments between them as hidden clues. And this has caused some of the biggest entertainment pages online to continuously repost their interactions, because they already know audiences will immediately start debating again in the comments, and one thing many viewers continue mentioning is how neither Maurice nor Pearl behaves desperate for attention, which ironically makes people even more curious, because the mystery feels controlled and emotionally calculated rather than loud. And obvious and fans now say this calm style of engagement is exactly what keeps the conversations alive, because audiences feel like they are constantly seeing little hints instead of direct confirmation, and many people now compare the situation to celebrity pairings from years ago, where fans spent months or even years speculating about hidden relationships, simply because the stars involved maintained enough closeness to keep audiences emotionally attached without ever fully addressing the rumors. Publicly, and this same emotional pattern now appears to be happening around Maurice and Pearl, because viewers continue reading deeper meaning into almost every interaction, and some fans are now convinced both actors intentionally enjoy watching audiences debate endlessly, because the discussions continue helping both names remain constantly relevant online, while others argue that the chemistry is too natural to be reduced to publicity strategy alone, and this disagreement has become one of the biggest reasons their fan communities remain so active, because people are emotionally defending whichever side they personally believe, and some viewers even think Maurice and Pearl understand modern internet culture perfectly, because they know audiences today enjoy emotional suspense more than direct explanations, and this may explain why neither person appears interested in ending the mystery completely, because the uncertainty itself has now become part of their online identity, and some entertainment followers are also beginning to say that the reason audiences keep reacting so strongly is because Maurice and Pearl create a kind of soft emotional tension that feels believable without needing dramatic displays or excessive romantic content, and this subtle approach has actually made fans more obsessed, because people feel